Now let's start with the regression equation. So as we have already discussed the meaning of regression, its types of regression and regression line. So let's once again understand the equation of regression. So equation is for x on y. Regression equation x on y. So what is the equation is x minus x bar is equal to r multiplied by sigma x divided by x minus x bar is equal to r multiplied by sigma x divided by sigma y bracket y minus y bar. Okay, so this is the regression equation for x on y. So now let's understand what is x. So x is the value of variable that is to be predicted. So x is the variable that is to be predicted. Okay, as this equation is for x on y. Okay, so the variable x is to be predicted. Now x bar. So x bar is the arithmetic mean of series x. As in questions, we have given two series x and y, or you can say two variables x and y. So x is the variable which is to be predicted, and x bar, which is mean, we can say x bar is the basically arithmetic mean for the series x. Okay, and R is the coefficient of correlation of series X and Y. So R is the coefficient of correlation of series X and Y. Okay. So as we have already discussed in previous chapter that R is for calculating coefficient of correlation for Carl Pearson's method, or we can say that Carl Pearson coefficient of correlation is denoted by the term R. Now sigma x is for standard deviation of x, and sigma y is for standard deviation of y. Okay. Now this y is for the value of y variable. Okay, y is the value of y variable, and y bar is the mean of arithmetic mean of series y. Okay, y bar is the arithmetic mean for the series y. So this is regression equation for x on y. Now we will start doing questions of regression. So question number 1 is from the following data we have to obtain two regression lines. So we have already discussed the regression line for x on y and y on x. So in this question we have given two data series for x and y. X is given 6, 2, 10, 4 and 8, and y is given 9, 11, 5, 8 and 7. So what we have to do? We have to calculate or obtain a regression line for both the series, for x and for y. Now let's solve this question. First, write down all the values of x: 6, 2, 10, 4, 8. And values of series y is 9, 11, 5, 8 and 7. So these are two series which are given. So what we have to do is, first of all, we have to find out the mean, sum. Okay, mean of series X and mean of series Y. So let me write it here. Sum of X is 6 plus 2 plus 10 plus 4 and plus 8. That is 30. Okay. Now, sum of series Y. Sum of series Y is 9 plus 11 plus 5 plus 8 and plus 7. So, sum is 40. Okay. Sum is 40. So, now what we have to do is we have to calculate the mean X bar. Formula of X bar is sum of X divided by N, and similarly for Y bar is equal to sum of Y divided by N. Sum of X, let's first calculate arithmetic mean for series X, which is X bar is equal to 30 divided by 5. So X bar is equal to how much? 6. Arithmetic mean for series X is 6. Now Y bar, let's draw a line. Y bar is equal to 40 divided by 5. Okay. So 40 divided by 5 is 8. So arithmetic mean for series Y is 8. So now what we have to do is we have to calculate the value of dx. So value of dx can be calculated with the help of the mean. So we have to calculate dx for both the series, for x and for y. So let's first calculate dx from x bar, or you can say from mean of x, which is 6. So let's calculate dx. X minus x bar. Formula is x minus x bar. And here is y minus y bar. Okay. So x minus 6 means 6 minus 6 is 6. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. 10 minus 6 is 4. 4 minus 6 is minus 2. And 8 minus 6 is 2. Okay. Now let's calculate dy from 8. dy is calculated y minus y bar. Y bar is mean, which is 8. So we have to minus y from 8. Y minus 8 means 9 minus 8 is 1. 11 minus 8, 3. 5 minus 8 is minus 3. 8 minus 8 is 0. 7 minus 8 is minus 1. Now we have to calculate. We have to calculate d square x. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate d square x. Okay. So let's calculate. So let's square the dx. So here it's comes 0. Okay, 4 square of 4 is 16. Square of 4 is 16. Then again square of minus 2 is 4 and square of 2 is 4. Okay, now let's square the dy. So d square y is 1. 3 into 3 is 9. Minus 3 square is again 9. It's 0. And 1 minus 1 square is 1. So let me first erase this calculation. So what we have to do is we have to calculate the sum of d square x and d square y. So let's calculate 16 plus 16 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, so this is 40. Okay, and total of d square y is 20. Now what we have to do is we have to calculate dx and dy. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate dx and dy. In this we have to multiply dx with dy. Okay. So 1 into 0 is 0. 9 into 4 is minus. Okay. Now 9 into 4 is 6. And minus 2 into 0 is 0. And 2 into 2 is so this is 12 and this is minus 12 and this is also minus. So the answer will be minus 12, minus 12 and minus 12. Sign is minus and we add all these value which is minus 26. Okay, so these are the values. Now let's put all these value in a formula so that we can calculate the regression line. Let's write all the value. Mean of x is equal to 6. Okay, and mean of y is equal to 8. Now sum of d square x, okay, d square x is equal to 40 and you can say sum of d square y is equal to 20 and in last sum of dx dy is equal to minus 26. So we have all the values. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate the regression equation. Let me highlight this. Okay. Now let's calculate the regression equation. Okay. So let me draw a line here so that we can calculate regression line, regression line of x on y and y on x. So let's first calculate regression line for x on y. So for formula for x on y is x minus x bar, okay, is equal to sum of dx and dy, okay, divided by sum of d square y and bracket y minus y bar. So this is how we calculate regression line of x on y. So let's put all the values in this equation. So x minus x bar is 6, which we have already calculated, mean. Now sum of dx dy is minus 26. Okay, we have calculated here. After that, divided by summation d square y, which is 20. Now bracket y minus y bar. Arithmetic mean of y is 8. Okay, so this is the equation. Now let's solve the equation x minus 6. Let's first divide minus 26 by 20. Let me calculate this. Minus 26 divided by 20. Minus 26 divided by 20. It's minus 1.3. Okay. So it is minus 1.3 by minus 10.4. Understood? So now if we have to calculate the regression line of x on y, so let's take this minus 1 to the opposite side of equal to, so it is minus 1.3y. When we take minus 6 to opposite side of equal to, so then it will become plus. Okay, minus 6 when come here, it will become plus. So what we have to do? Minus 10.4 plus 6. So it will be, sorry, it is plus, as minus minus plus. So it is plus 16.4. So how we have solved this equation is, the equation regression line of x on y is x minus x bar is equal to summation dx dy divided by summation d square y and y minus y bar. Now we have already calculated the value of x bar, y bar, summation dx dy and summation d square y. After putting all the value, we got this equation x minus 6 is equal to minus 26 divided by 20 and bracket by minus 8. After solving this equation, x minus 6 is equal to minus 1.3 y plus 10.4. When we divide minus 26 by 20, the answer is 1.3. Okay, so we divided 1.3 by 4 and minus 8. So it will come minus 1.3 by and minus minus plus 10.4. After that, what we have done, we have taken this 6 towards this side, okay, opposite side of equal to. So x is equal to minus 1.3y and plus 16.4. So this is the regression equation for x on y. Now let's calculate regression equation for y on x. So the formula is y minus y bar is equal to summation dx and dy divided by summation d square x bracket x minus x bar. Okay, now let's put all the value in this. Y minus, so the value of y bar is 8, so y minus 8 is equal to summation dx dy is minus 26. Summation d square x is 40, which we have already calculated. Again bracket x minus x bar, value of x bar is 6. Y minus 8, let's calculate minus 26 divided by 40. So minus 26 divided by 40 is equal to minus 0.65. It is minus 0.65 x, okay, and minus minus it will become plus. So here come 3.9. Now the equation of y on x is minus 0.65 x plus we add 8 into 3.9, so it will become 11.9. So these are the equation for x on y and y on x. Okay, so this is the equation of x on y and y on x. So let me write these equation. So for better understanding, regression equation for x on y is basically x is equal to minus 1.3 y and plus 16.4. Okay, and regression equation for y on x is basically y is equal to minus 0.65 x plus 11.9. Okay, let me remove the other part also so that you can better understand the equation, or sorry, equation or the regression. We can say regression line. Actually, we have to find out the regression line in this question. So the regression line, let me make it correct. This is regression line. Okay, this is regression line, and also this is regression line. Okay, so these are the regression line for x on y and y on x. So I hope you understood how to calculate the regression line, as in this question we have to obtain two regression line from this given series of data x and y. So let me rewind these steps. First of all, we have calculated the value of mean, which is mean of x and mean of y. With the help of mean, we have calculated the value of dx, and from dx we have calculated d square x. Similarly, we have calculated dy and d square y. With the help of dx and dy, we have calculated dx dy. So the total value we have calculated is mean x, mean y, summation d square x, summation d square y, and summation dx dy. Regression line for x on y is x is equal to minus 1.3 y plus 16.4, and regression line for y on x is y is equal to minus 0.65 x plus 11.9. So this is how we calculate regression line. Now after calculating regression line, let's calculate the regression equation. So next question is of to obtain both regression equation from the following information. So we have given two series, x series and y series. Mean and standard deviation of both the series is already given in the question. X mean of series x is 18, mean of series y is 100, and standard deviation of x series is 14, and standard deviation for series y is 20. Coefficient of correlation, which is between x and y series, is given. Value of r is 0.8. So what we have to do first, we have to calculate the regression equation from the following information. So we can say that this is basically x bar. Okay, so this is x bar. Okay, this is y bar. This is standard deviation of x, and this is standard deviation of y. Okay, and this is the value of r, coefficient of correlation. Now similarly we have to find out two regression equation. Okay, equation of x on y, okay, and equation of y on x. Understood? Now let me first write down both the equation here. So this is x minus x bar is equal to r multiply summation x divided by summation y bracket y minus y bar. Okay, and regression equation for y on x is y minus y bar is equal to r into standard deviation of x, sorry, it is basically standard deviation of y divided by standard deviation of x as x minus, this is x minus x bar. Okay, so as the values are given in this question, let's put all the values in the question. So first equation, let's solve the first equation, which is x minus x bar. So value of x bar is given in this question, which is 18, is equal to value of r is plus 0.8. It is 0.8. Now multiply by standard deviation of x, which is 14, and divided by standard deviation of y, which is 20. Y minus y bar. So y minus y bar, mean of y, series y, is 100. Now let's solve this equation x minus 18. So first solve this. First of all, let's do the multiplication of let's say divide 14. Let's first divide 14 by 20. When we divide 14 by 20 is 0.7, and when we multiply it by 0.8 is 0.56. 0.56. So this is basically 0.56 by minus, let's again calculate this, 0.56 by 100. Let me calculate it. Is 56. Okay, it is 56. Now x is equal to 0.56y and we have 2 plus 18, this 18 in 50 minus 56. Okay, so this is minus 56. What we have to do, we have to add this 18 in this, so it will become minus 38. So this is the regression equation of x on y. Okay, now let's calculate regression equation of y on x. Let's put all the value in this formula, y minus y bar, which is y minus y bar, mean of y is 100, is equal to r is plus 0.8, standard deviation of y is 20, and let's divide it by standard deviation of x, which is 14. Then mean x minus mean of x is 18. Now y minus 100 is equal to, let's calculate this part of this question, in which what we have to do, 0.8 multiply, first of all let's calculate 20 divided by 40. 20 divided by 14 is equal to 1.42, and when we multiply it by 0.8, it is 1.14. Okay, it is 1.14. So let me write it here, 1.14 x. We will multiply 1.14 with the value of x minus multiply 1.14 with 18. So answer will be multiply it by 18. So it comes 20.57. 20.57. Now, equation of y on x is basically 1.14 x plus, we'll take this value of x, the opposite side of equal to, in which we will minus 20.57 from the value of 100. So it will come 79.42. So this is the equation of y on x, which is y is equal to 1.14x plus 79.42, and equation of x on y is 0.56y minus 38. So let's write this equation in this question, basically. Just a second. So regression equation for x on y is equal to x, or you can say is basically x is equal to 0.56y minus 38. Okay. Now let's write regression equation for y on x. Okay, y on x. So it is y is equal to 1.14 x plus 79.42. Okay, so this is the regression equation for y on x. So this is how we calculate regression equation from the given information. So for calculating regression equation, what we need basically is mean of series, both the series 1 and 2, and standard deviation of the series 1 and 2. After that, we required coefficient of correlation between x and y. After getting all these information, we can put all the value in the equation of regression, and we can find out the regression equation. So regression equation for x on y is yx is equal to 0.56y minus 38, and regression equation for y on x is y is equal to 1.14x plus 79.42.